Signal Chasers.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Signal Chasers. I didn't have an intro planned because I'm stammering now, but there's a signal, so let's get moving. So yeah, I think I've got some plans for today and what we need to get done, but I guess I'll go over them after I get this. Strong unknown signal. Select. Engage. Now, if I can keep my camera straight and also my brain, I guess I can kind of cover some of the things. So I want to get the base built, and we need a lot more zone chips. I can't remember, I think it was on the last episode, I determined that the zone chips you use about, it's basically 24 a day, so 1 an hour. And at the current amount I have like 2 days worth, which isn't really enough to make the safe zone worth it. I'm just drifting by this thing. Oh, now I'm not. Whoops. Okay. Well, we got close to it. Let's see if we can catch this before it goes away. Hopefully I didn't blow up anything too important. No, in fact, I think I just made it so it can't run away faster. Ooh, policeman helmet. Some more bucks. I think these have some ice. Yeah. You know, I think that's good. So yeah, I think my main plan today, I also probably need to stop by a moon and get some more ice. Why is everything, and I'm just streaming. Let's make sure that I didn't do too much damage down here. I clipped it right on these panels. No, luckily the panels mean that I don't do as much damage to the hull because they sort of add a little layer of protection. So yeah, I think I need ice and I need zone chips. So what today is probably going to be, that's not how I fly. What today's probably going to be is a bunch of jumping around to maybe a few different moons. I think I may go back to the moon, Earth moon over there, to Mooner 1. Again, I can't remember what happens when because it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded one of these. But at some point, I did try and look and see if I could basically, spawn teleport myself back to Moon Zone 1 to see if I could, go and visit and see if anyone's found it or done anything. Unfortunately, when I tried, the spawn zone didn't show up. So, probably gone. Or at the very least, out of power, which means probably got deleted eventually. There we are. So yeah. In fact, is there anything? I could just keep moving. There's something, something too I learned may be important. The safe zone, so it takes zone chips, it also takes power. And it might take a lot of power. So I need to figure out, I think I'm going to build it real quick, hook up to it, and see kind of see what it takes. Because if I can't power it, my goal was to just use one small reactor. And I'm thinking that may not work the way I hoped it would. So, I may have to find a way to rig up a, well, I'll have to build a large reactor. I'll probably want to redo the under area of this base to kind of, you know, give room for all that stuff. And then we'll just kind of go from there. I've also been thinking, and I have an idea for this base. I'd like to get, it may not happen this episode, but probably this recording day, I'd like to get the diner itself a little more finished, get the interior going, maybe get the whole thing done, at least the building. And then I have an idea I want to set up to help this thing kind of stay in existence after I'm gone. Because my plan, I think I have talked about this, once I get this diner set up, I may pop on every so often just to see what's going on. I don't know if I'll record that, maybe in like a YouTube short. But I don't intend to be a regular. So, I've got an idea to set up a donation box so that people, you know, if they come and visit, assuming, oh right, I didn't retract, assuming everything's still here, if people come to visit, they can donate, you know, zone chips and uranium to basically keep the place running. And my plan is to essentially give this over to the people of the server as a sort of, you know, a place they can come and visit and, you know, be happy. And I don't know if that's of any appeal to anyone on the server, but I figure it'd be nice. So, we have a very dark under area and a safe zone. So it's currently disabled. I can stick... We'll do one zone chip in it. Actually get on the floor so we can walk. Okay. So, enable safe zone. Current input 1 watt. Range 10 meter sphere. Let's go... Let's see what a 100 meter sphere looks like. Yeah, that's about the right size. Just covers the ship. Should cover the little landing platform that I'm gonna have out front here. We could probably do like 90. In fact, we could probably do like 80 because the ship pulls itself in. The main thing I want to check here, so current input is 1 watt. That's nothing. But I believe once it goes live, it'll start pulling the actual amount of power. And once I know how much juice it's going to need for this size, I can figure out how much, well, how many reactors, or if I need a big one. Okay. Right. Juiced up 47 megawatts for this safe zone. Yeah, that seems like about the right size. Can still have my landing area out here. Now, how much does one small reactor output? I'm clearly able to power this. Okay, so one small reactor is 15 megawatts. And that was taken 40-ish. Yeah, let's say 50. So I would need Yeah, I would need 4 small reactors to keep this place powered. Yeah, the ship is basically at full draw if we look at the vents. Well, not full, but pretty high. We can leave this going for a minute. Or maybe we... Nah, maybe we shouldn't. Because it is... It is using power as it does this. It will mean wasting his own chip, but I think we had to for testing. Alright. Safe zone off. Yep, the ship is calmed down. Now, actually I can check this here. So if I'm looking at reactors, so one small reactor generates 15. I'd have to assume a large one, one single large one would do it. So now what I'm looking at is, are the parts for 4 small reactors cheaper than the parts for one big one? And already, yes, I can say. Because the most expensive thing for a small reactor is reactor components, and you need 100. 4 small reactors would be 400 reactor components. One large reactor needs 2,000 reactor components and 100 superconductors. So one large reactor would probably be more convenient, but I think the 4 smaller ones are cheaper. There's probably a efficiency with the large one too, but I'm not too worried about that, even though I should be. So yeah, I think maybe... Oh, if I stop bouncing around so much down here. I think what I'm gonna do... is lag out real bad. See another strong unknown signal that I should probably go get. Ooh. Oh, and it's over... It's over by the alien planet, so I could start my adventuring. Yeah, let's go. So I eventually, maybe just for sake of memory. How do these look? Yeah, that'll work. So I'll have 4 of these down here, hooked up in such a way that they sort of form a little L loop. I think, yes, I can access stuff from here. Perfect. So that'll be able to pass power. It's a nice little energy module looking thing. That should provide the power I'd need to run this. I am curious. I'm just gonna... So that I know they're safe, I'm gonna pull the zone chips back out. NG is the person, and I think they may do workshop stuff every so often. I feel like I've heard their name elsewhere. But they're the people who visited, and accidentally blew up the King Shrimp. If they're spying on people... Oh, that's something I'll have to blur. I wonder if I'm being spied on. Well, either way, I've got places to see and people to be, so let's get out of here and begin our journeying. Where did the zone chips go? Did I just put in here? Probably helps if I search the right thing. Don't go in the assembler, please. Okay. Ah, so they know about that unknown signal. So, unknown signals mean people are near. They know someone is near the alien planet. Could be a risk, but duty calls. Oh. Right. My jump drive wasn't actually... I was just out of my range. I guess we'll set ourselves moving and then... I'll put us tight getting there. But this also puts us around the alien moon, which should mean we can stop at that trade station and see if they have zone chips. Oh, also, how much? I could have done this in the seat. Do I have any ice left? No. My oxygen tank is somewhat low. Oh no, it's just under half. I'm gonna go and turn the air back on. Just so I don't suffocate in my own cabin. I do most of my, inner server time is spent in the, nice cool cryopod. I'm gonna sit back, watch some TV. Hope no asteroids are, you know, in my path. Looks good. Nice to have a TV, but the reruns kind of get repetitive. Nope. Well, nuts. Looks like someone got to that signal first. I guess I shouldn't jump to it. But, yeah, while I'm out here, I may as well stop by. I know there was an orbital and a surface trade station here. Maybe I stop by both. See what I can get. Because it also wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, there is a strong unknown signal back that way now. That you can just barely see through the mess. And now, at this point, I'd be wasting the jump I used to get here if I jumped all the way back. And just accept, you know, someone else may get that one too. Yeah, something that wouldn't go amiss would also probably be to pick up some more uranium, because I can go and mine some, but then I need to use power. Granted, I assume it's a net positive to refine it, but would be handy to buy some, just because we're going to be using a lot of it to keep the station up. Those 4 reactors are basically going to be going at full burn all the time to keep the safe zone going, which still doesn't chew uranium very fast, but will probably be chewing some more uranium than I'd like. Beginning to think it would have been a smarter idea to go and manually adjust the jump range. I've done a lot of these little hops. Okay, I'm now at the edge of gravity, though. And it seems I may be on the wrong side of the planet. So maybe we'll just start hopping our way around. Until we get a station signal. Let's see how horribly far this is. Should jump me to the other side of the moon. Yeah. By a fair far away. Alright. But now, maybe if I angle myself... how fine can I make this? Yeah. 27. It would be nice, again, another point where it'd be lovely to adjust how fine your clicks on a hotbar command are. It's very dark down here. Still no station. I thought there was a station around. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. Guess we go planet side first. Maybe pick up some ice while we're down there. And I believe I visited these guys before when I was looking to buy uranium. Can't remember what their faction is, because the faction, you know, if they're like miners or whatnot, they sell ores. I may have talked about that before. I discovered this science. But yeah, I believe last time I was here I had to land on my tail because I didn't actually have enough thrust to fly. Hopefully that's remedied now because I have the second lifting thruster. I guess we'll find out. Let's... yeah, let's tail sit just to stop ourselves from crashing. I do wonder... So pardon the issue may be that this planet does have atmosphere? Oh, nope, I can support myself. I don't think my ion thrust is actually doing anything, versus on Earth's moon, it does. No, I think Triton also, or not Triton, Europa also has atmosphere. I was able to fly there, so probably good. No, I don't love lag when I'm slowly drifting my way down. Yeah, look at this. I can actually land like a civilized person. Ish. Oh, and I can't lock myself. That's okay, there's no damage here. Let's see what they've got for sale. Alright. So it looks like these guys may sell ores. Do they... Okay, that's contracts. There's store. And what do you guys got? Oh, they do sell uranium. This time. No zone chips. How much for all of that? 21 mil. Whew. I don't have that. Maybe they'll have a convenient contract? Searches. I guess it's also a good idea. Oh, so these are just find a container. It's interesting. One iron. Explosives. And now here's... Let's do some quick math. So... 32 uranium for 2.5 mil. So... They are willing to pay 78,000 per uranium. I think this was like 90. Yep. Okay, so I can't game the system. So that contract won't be useful. Okay, there's a contract for finding someone that isn't me. That's always nice. I could sell some stuff, but I don't know if it's worth it. So, components seem to be valuable. My ship isn't connected, so I can't sell out of it. I think we're good. I know where I can get uranium, and it's not convenient to just buy a bunch, it looks like, so I have enough for the ship. I ought to be fine. There is another surface station here. It's technically closer than the space one, but it'll be less convenient to get to the space one after. Though I guess, actually, I can always come out, you know, out to this height and jump to that beacon. So let's fly over to this one, which I think was over this direction. Unless, of course, this one's also in space. I think that's planet side. Get back out of the grav well. Yeah, that's on the surface. And looks like it's near ice. Alright. And touchdown. Okay, they sell components. Zone chips. Whew. Expensive, but I can afford it. Okay, I guess they have a timer. That door closed and a shiver went up my spine. I was like, oh god, someone's here. Oh, yep, and there's ice. So I did buy their zone chips. Yep. N25's not great. Oh. Yeah, I could also buy reactor components, I guess. Can't remember what those take. I can buy 625 for all my money. Which, it's tempting. Actually, I only need 400, don't I? So that's... No, I should... Again, I can build them. The only thing... Is there an ATM in here? No. Maybe one outside. The only thing that I need money for are the zone chips. So I really should just stick with the zone chip. Hello? Help? Oh. That's what's happened. I should really stick with the zone chips. As, well, that should be what I'm buying. Because that's the only thing that I can't make. Everything else, I can make it. I can mine it, so I should just do that. Is there an ATM in here? Hello? No, this is someone's house. Okay, well, I guess I'll just carry on then. Yeah, so we'll go over here and mine some ice. Just to get a little bit of, mainly oxygen. And then that G-Keg beacon there is where I need to head. I can't remember. I think that was another component type place, but it may have been a shipyard. So I don't know if the ship seller people also happen to have zone chips, or if that's only the component-y type groups. Can't tell, but it almost looks like there are ore markings in this hillside. We'll just peek out there with the old drill and see. No, it may just be because of the ice. They're technically ore markings, but it's just because there's ice under them. And or this is just what rocks here look like, actually. Hard to know. I don't think there's anything particularly of value on this planet anyway. Moon. It is interesting. This is probably the only series I've done where I've not set foot on any planet. It may be one of the few times in Space Engineers that I've not set foot on a planet. Right. Getting a fair amount of ice. That last batch got me up to, was about 20% on the hydrogen tank and fully filled the oxygen. In fact, I bet you. Yeah, my O2 tank is already pretty much full. So, probably this last little push, which I think it's already done. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright. Let's go. It is kind of fun taking off with this thing from planets, because there's so little thrust in every direction, but the main boosters, it really does kind of feel like a rocket. It's, I mean, obviously there are downsides to less control, but it does make it feel a little bit more engaging to fly. Okay, so there's another unknown signal, but that may be on the surface of Mars. And honestly, at this point, I was kind of revved for the idea of trying to land on a planet before, and then probably failing and having to, you know, find my way back, or find some way to make it so I could get home. But in truth, especially at this point, I think it would just be better to not too many things going on. I can't just maroon myself on Mars. Plus, in truth, that's probably going to be 2 jumps at this point. With those 2 jumps and falling to the planet, I wouldn't make it in there in time. And speaking of jumps, let's see if we can key in on that. Start the deceleration process. And away we go. Hopefully I don't hit it. No, again, safe zone, so if I do hit it, not a big issue. Though, a bit more of an annoyance to come around when you miss it. It's one thing this ship could use more of is gyro authority. It's got a good amount for the size it is, but because it has all my stuff in it, it is a little heavy. Just reverse our way in here. Yeah. Especially for those sort of flip maneuvers, it is nice to... It would be nice to be able to whip the thing around on a dime. I'm gonna go over here where it feels less like I'm impaling myself. Alright. Let's see what they have to offer. Yeah, I think this is the place... Oh no, this is a ship seller. Oh, they do have zone ships, though. And I can buy them all. Thank you. Something else I'm curious about. This is solely for another project idea I'm workshopping in my head. I can't buy that. So the price of these things is pretty high. I'm curious which... That's a large grid. I bet these... Ooh, I do get a little closer. I want to see if any of these have jump drives. Yeah, Yep, it says in that description, equipped with a jump drive. So, I think, oh no, that is not the red ship, that's a different ship. Yep, but it is fast vessel with jump capability. So my idea here, if I can buy a ship with jump drives, I can do jumping around. Basically just determines I could use the economy stuff as a way of progressing without having to mine, which may come into play later, potentially. Who knows? Alright, well, so we now have 4 days worth of worth of safe zonage. Or just under, I think. Okay. Let's just see. So remove that. If I wanted to... Yep, nope, that is on the surface of Mars. I was just curious to, one, see if it was on the surface, and if it wasn't, see if I could, get there in one jump. But I can't, so... Oh, or actually, maybe it's that there's a planet in the way and it won't let me jump through it like I thought it would. We can solve that easily enough. With a little piddly jump to get ourselves vectored, because we have to do it anyway. That definitely looks like the surface. Yeah, we'll just... Oh, do I? I think we're gonna go to the moon. That's not... What? I don't know what I'm doing. Right. Well, let me just... jump straight there? No. Yeah, so... I think we're gonna go to the moon. Just through blind jumpage. And I think we're going to do that. Well, I'm going to do it now, but you'll see it in the next episode. So, I don't know. I'm going to time it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to become a member with that join button in the wherever. Until next time, I screwed up the timing. Bye-bye.